Hi everyone, this is Rocky. So in this video, I'd like to show you our HDMI 18x18 matrix. So we start from the source. Right now you can see here we got a PC1 and we have the HDMI output. And over here we got another PC and which we also have the HDMI output. And besides we also have a line control, line cable here. So later we'll use this web GUI to control the matrix switcher for the switching and all the functions. And over here we got a wireless presentation system. It's the WSS200. So we also got HDMI output to the matrix. So we just go to the matrix directly. On the rear panel right now you can see for the input we have 18 HDMI input port, and also we have 18 EDID buttons here. So actually we can use the EDID buttons to set up. Once we have the HDMI source input output to a DVI monitors here, then we can use the EDID functions to set up to make sure the HDMI source is output to the DVI monitors. Over here it's going to be the output section. So right now you can see we also have 18 HDMI outputs, and for the control we can use the RS232 to RS232 ports. So it can be controlled by the third party, but we also can send the RS232 control commands from this port to the surrounding equipment such as the projector or the monitors, and we can turn off the projector or turn down the volume. And over here we got a LAN cable which we just connect to the control PC. So later we can use the web GUI over IP, but also this LAN cable we can connect to the Wi-Fi router. So we can use a mobile device or the iPad to control this matrix switcher by the application. And here is going to be the power supply off and on switches here. Then we go to the front panel. On the front panel right now you can see we have three sections: input section and output section with 18 buttons. And over here it's going to be the indicators. And this part is going to be the control section, so we can save or record the switching status. So we can do the switching over here, and we can check out the switching speed. And this matrix actually can support the 2K fast switching, so we just simply press the input source, then we press the output directly. You can see this switching speed is actually around like 2 seconds. Okay, this is about like how to use the front buttons to control the switching. And over here, and besides we said, because right now we have the input 3 is actually from this laptop. Go to the input 2, input 3. This one is actually input 3 port, but right now if we're going to switch to all the outputs, but we will say like now the output on the DVI monitors here. So we just do the switching. Input 3 to all the outputs. 10, 11, 12. Then we got 12 DVI monitors here. But once we do the switching, we can say it's like no image output, just because the EDID problem, the PC is actually output the HDMI source, but the monitors here only supports the DVI. So we need to use the EDID balance. Here it's going to be the input 3. So the things we only need to do is just because we can use one of the outputs, we just plug it out and we plug the source out. Then we just plug the output. This is the output to the DVI monitor, and we just plug in, and then we press the EDID button for the 3 port and press and hold for until the light is flashing. Then we press again, then until the light is stable. Then we just plug out the output port and then we replug to the output port. And this is the input from that PC. Then we just plug in again. Then we can check out it's going to be showing on the DVI monitors here. Right, this one is actually the source from this PC. So we can do the EDID handshaking by the EDID Balance on the matrix. So right now we're going to introduce about the WEB GUI control over this PC. So we just make sure the line cable is well connected from the matrix to this PC. And over here we need to make sure the IP address of this control PC is the same with in the same range with the matrix. So we just type the IP address of the matrix in the browser. It's good, 192.168.0.80. Then we just press to log in. When we log in, and we can see we have all the button. It's going to be the switch interface. So we have all the 18 sources here. This button is going to be the output source. And here we got some like shortcut buttons here. We can switch like the PC input 1 to all the outputs. And the PC 2 to all the outputs. And the source from the values presentation system. We also can do like one by one switching. So this is actually the IP control over the GUI for the matrix switcher, so very simple. Plus we also can save the centers here, and now we can change the input and output names here. And also we have a setup function here, so we can set up like the IP address for the matrix switcher, and also we can log in. And over here we got a manager function. So actually with this one we can find all the matrix which is connected to the same network, and we can find all the matrix here, and we can rename HDMI 18 by 18. Then we'll just rename. So you can see it's going to show the HDMI 18 by 18 here. Okay, thank you so much. I hope you like this video and this product.